Hello, this is Linnea Schnabel's workout plan. We are on week 5 right now, but I'm going to start with going over week 4. That was midterm, so we didn't have a video. So I'm going to give you an update on what that week looked like, and then we'll move into what this week looks like and my plans going forward. So last week, I had her up to her full running intensity finally after being sick. We did a walking week, and then we did an incline week, and now we're back up to her actually running, which as she said, it's felt really good. It's been challenging, which is good. It's like what we like to hear. So I had her do a warm-up, which is about the same as the warm-ups we did for the past, so not much change there. For her running, I've had her run at a 10-minute pace for about 1.5 miles, and so to check her intensity on that, I've been using her heart rate as a measure for that. So she has a Garmin watch, and so she allows me access to her data on there and let me kind of calculate the intensity based off of her heart rate during those workouts from her Garmin. And she's been doing about vigorous intensity, and so going forward, this week we kept that, and then the week after we're going to shift a couple things. Last week was her first time doing full strength resistance training, and I went with her to kind of continue to help reinforce those movements, coaching her, get her more comfortable in the gym, especially by herself. It's something that makes her a little nervous. So we actually, when we were in there, the workout was not quite at the intensity it should have been. It should have been a little bit higher of an intensity workout. And so for this week that we're currently sitting in, so in 2 days on Saturday, when she heads into her strength workout, the intensity is going to be a little bit higher. And so for a lot of her reps, I actually upped them to 3 sets because the book said 1 to 2 sets for beginners. But I felt that she was doing well enough to bring them up to 3 to help increase that intensity. I also, for her goblet squats, I increased her weight a little bit. For lat pull downs, I increased her weight. Bent over rows, I kept it the same. Hamstring curls, we actually upped to 3 sets and lowered the weight just a little bit to kind of balance out that intensity because that one was actually correct. Bicep curls, we're upping to 3 sets because she felt good at the end, but not fully fatigued, and so I want to get her to a point of that fatigue. And then for cable tricep push downs, we added a 3rd set and then upped the weight a little bit. And so our goal for those upper body workouts and back workouts is to keep her within that 85% range. And then for her leg workouts, it's the 67 or below. And so we want to still reach fatigue in all of those, but keep them within a good range so that she can get the endurance gains in her legs and the strength gains in her upper body. Going forward, I plan to shift her running workouts a little bit. Her goal being to run 3 to 4 miles. Currently she's running 1.5. And so the goal is to increase that duration over time slowly. The book says that we need to have about 2-week intervals of increase. And so this being her 2nd week currently that she's running at a full pace, next week we'll be shifting into a slightly different duration. And so I'm going to be upping her to about 2 miles. I haven't quite decided yet. I still want to do some math on it, but right now I'm anticipating upping her to 2 miles at a slightly lower pace. Because the goal right now isn't necessarily speed, but it's increasing that duration. She recently expressed to me a goal of trying to run a 5K by the end of April. So we're going to see if we can make that happen, or get her up to running that duration, even if it's not very fast. And then going forward, I want to get some interpretation of how she felt the intensity was on the lift after this Saturday, so that we can kind of continue to make sure and troubleshoot that we're getting her at that right intensity range. Next week, that's my plan. And the week after is spring break, and she will be in Belize on a mission trip, so we'll be having to shift her workout plan. She'll be pausing that for the week. Don't want her to go out and run by herself and be unsafe in a foreign country, or lift in a place where there's not resources to lift. And so that's going to be modified or just paused for that 1 week. So that's currently the plan. Keep you updated as we go. But yeah, thank you.